A follow-up to the 2016 animated hit, Trolls World Tour introduces us to the 6 major tribes of trolls, identified by their musical inclination. In addition to the pop trolls we met in the last picture, there's funk, classical, techno, country, and rock, each of which possesses a magical string that acts as the source of their music. The leader of the rock trolls, Queen Barb, plans to steal the strings from the other tribes to unite the world under rock and roll, and Poppy and Branch must set out to stop her. Now, I'm quite a vocal hater of the first Trolls feature. Most of the music was not my cup of tea, the immense giddiness became grating, and the majority of the humor and side characters were a reliable source of torment for me. One of my friends even gave me a poster of Poppy as a gag gift for Christmas. Thanks again for that. So, while I found the premise of the sequel intriguing, my previous experience kept my expectations in check. And now, as a man with an unblemished record of staunch dislike for the first Trolls movie, I have to say, World Tour's pretty good. A lot of the elements that led to my opposition of the last film are still here, make no mistake. The unapologetically brash humor seems to be part of the property's DNA, and it continues to disagree with me. So pretty much anything having to do with Biggie, Mr. Dinkles, Cooper, and my new least favorite character, Tiny Diamond, along with numerous other personalities, aggravates me to no degree. There are also a lot of plot points and character relationships that are terribly childish, and yes, I'm aware of the target demographic, and that should never be an excuse for poor writing. However, despite its faults, I think Trolls World Tour is a remarkable step up from its predecessor for several reasons, not least of which is the more detailed world. The inclusion of different tribes of trolls that are denoted by musical styles is actually a really neat idea, and allows for more musical variety than the 2016 feature did. The film additionally has a lot of fun with the stereotypes associated with fans of all the genres, playing them up in a teasing manner. I also find the premise of the rock trolls wanting to take over all types of music to be really quite funny. And Barb is a hilarious villain for the piece. Her antics and behavior make her an endless riot and hands down the best character of the franchise. Maybe it's my bias towards rock and roll, but I very much enjoyed Barb's quest here. I mean, come on, if we could only have one type of music, rock is one of the best options, easily. But what most impressed me about this sequel is how it handled its themes of individuality and peace. We learn that the reason the trolls have been separated into different tribes is because of an event far back in the past when one troll tried to claim all 6 strings. Barb is effectively executing a similar pursuit, in the name of peace. What I truly admire is how the motivations of both the protagonists and antagonists are valid, or at least functionally positive, but both sides also have their faults. Barb's problem is that she has coupled unity with uniformity, believing that making everybody the same will bring about absolute peace. Poppy, on the other hand, is championing individuality, but that's also what led to the divide in the first place. The movie could have gone for a simple right versus wrong approach, and it probably would have been passable, but instead, we're given 2 philosophies that are motivated by good intentions and challenged for their downsides. The resolution is equally satisfying, even working as a commentary on culture and tolerance. Although there is a sequence lifted directly from the last film involving color and the loss of it, seriously, it's not even subtle, it's carried out much more effectively here. I'm incredibly shocked at how well the picture threads these subjects together as opposed to treating them like 2 cut halves. Trolls World Tour still retains many of the factors that led to my disapproval of the first film, but they appear far less frequently here thankfully, so I wasn't nearly as irked watching this movie. While I didn't care much for most of the characters or the comedy, I was invested in the simple and intriguing plot, the wonderful villain that owns every scene she's in, and the surprisingly mature and deftly handled morals that make this film worth watching. Whereas Trolls is a harmless feature for children, Trolls World Tour has something to offer younger viewers, and even adults who are willing to give it a chance. A marked improvement that was able to win over a previously dissatisfied customer. I give Trolls World Tour a B-. Thank you so much for watching this review. If you liked the video, then please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel for similar content because that would really help me out. You can also follow me on Twitter at MiamiMovieMan, and if you want to keep up with what I'm watching, then go ahead and look me up on Letterboxd as well. I'm the Miami Movie Man, and I'll see you in the next video.